All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the final match of the evening between Eala and Bencic. This is going to be really interesting. Eala obviously on a massive win streak. She is playing some of the best tennis of her career. She's just in the best form of her career, right? I mean, she's riding high. Everybody's excited. But she's playing Bencic, who is number just outside the top 10. She has been in the top 10. She's a champion, 1,000 champion, right? Prior to this season. She's won 1,000. She's won an Olympic gold medal. I mean, she has done a lot in her career. They've never played, but Bencic does have the weapons to test Eala physically. And she can take the racket out of Eala's hands because she does have those, especially the backhand. The backhand is lethal. So this is going to be really interesting. Now, how much does Eala have left in the tank? Because physically, even though Eala hasn't, I mean, the first two matches, even though she fought through both of them, you know, she worked real hard to get through those first two matches. This is a step up by ranking, right? I mean, McNally and Parks are not even former top 10, right? They're ranked there for a reason. This is a huge step up. Add to that Eala's played, 7 matches in a row, and won them. So, yeah, the streak keeps, the longer the streak, the scarier every match gets. And this is a 50-50 on it looks like a 50-50 in the bookies think that too. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. Because I'm interested to see how Bencic handles the moment. We know what Eala's going to do. She loves this. The crowd's for her. She's going to fight. But how does Bencic handle this moment? Because a lot of people have been saying in the chat the last 48 hours that Bencic is going to struggle. And Eala beats Bencic because Bencic gets angry. I mean, Bencic might get angry. She definitely could get angry. There's a possibility she gets angry, but she also can hit winners. And she also can hit big. So, let's see. It's a real test for Bencic for that reason. The crowd will be interesting. Winner plays Coco, by the way. Coco Gauff, who won relatively simply today in straight sets. She hasn't lost a set all week, Gauff, so she's going to be real tough in the next match. Another step up if for both of these ladies. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Hey, thank you, Henry, for the $5. Appreciate that. And thank you, Casper Fandom, for the 5 gifted. I don't know if I thanked you already, but there it is. Thank you again. All right. We're just waiting for the players to come out on court. People aren't, not a packed house. There's some empty seats, but maybe after that first match, they're going to go get some food. I think Eala will win. She's the stronger one. Eala is definitely, Eala can win this. I'm not saying she should, because I think it's a 50-50. I think neither player is, I don't think it's like Eala has to win or else it's bad. But I think she definitely could win. This is a winnable match. Winnable match for Eala. It is a winnable match. Didn't Alex play Coco in Dubai? Yeah. They played twice, in Indian Wells and Dubai, and one of them was Gauff had to retire the second one, but the first one Gauff won in straight, so it was a bit of an awkward one. But we'll see. Does Bencic experience with these huge crowds? Oh, she's had experience with these crowds for sure. But whether or not she can, Bencic has to keep her cool. We know that. She has to keep her cool. But she's experienced enough that coming out into this match, she should know what's going to happen. She should know how this crowd have been reacting. So for her to come out and be surprised that they're reacting the way they are, I think that would be very foolish. And I don't think Bencic is going to, she might get annoyed, but I don't think she's going to be shocked at the crowd reactions. By the way, the crowd is not reacting negatively. to the players that Eala plays. If you saw yesterday or the other day, they're cheering the opponent too. So Bencic isn't going to be playing in silence when she wins a point. She will get some love as well. So it's only when, there's a fault or there's a double fault or there's an error that Bencic needs to not take it personally. Because it's not about, we know this, it's not about, most of the fans there are not cheering the fault or the double fault. They're cheering the point win for Eala. We know that. We've talked about it a million times. They're excited. But Bencic needs to not take that personally. Otherwise, if she takes it personally, she'll be her own worst enemy, right? And it's only hurting herself by getting upset by that. But again, she's so experienced, she shouldn't be letting that affect her anyway. McNally has thousands of followers on Instagram after the Eala match. Yeah, great. That's cool. Something about the US and Canada hardcourt season gives me warm emotions. Maybe nostalgia from back in the day. I don't know. Maybe you remember the times when you used to watch it at home or something. I don't know. Bencic surely will lose this game. Surely? No, maybe. I don't think it's a sure thing at all. Who won, Osaka or Fernandez? Osaka in straight sets. I heard this is International Be Kind to Your Mod Day. Is it? I thought it was International Cat Day. I actually saw that somewhere. Maybe that was yesterday. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can Eala keep this going? How long can she keep it going? That is the real question. How long can Eala keep winning? That is going to be the real question. How long can the streak go? Because now it's getting... I mean, look, this is what Eala has ahead of her, right? She's been skipping down the yellow brick road this week, even though it's been treacherous. But now she has got some real killers in front of her, right? She's got Bencic tonight, Gauff in the quarters, and then she's got to play Raducanu or Osaka. Now, she's beaten both of them in recent times, but they're still killers. And you don't think Osaka's going to play bad twice. And Raducanu, she's looking for revenge. And that's just to get to the final. And then in the final, you've got to play somebody else. Now, the final actually might be her best chance because Svitolina and Swiatek are potential finalists. So she likes her chance against them. But that's the final. She's got to go through a bunch of killers. There are no easy matches from now on. And she's already had 2 tough matches against players that are not seeded. So, again, how long can the streak go? Because it is going to be... It is a tough, tough draw. And that also goes for Bencic. How far can Bencic go? Because if she wins tonight, it'd be a hell of a win to get through this situation, right? It's not really about... maybe not. Maybe she does beat Eala with a game, but to get through this, this is like a final. I mean, this is such an emotional match, right? Because of the spotlight that's on it. Then you got to play Gauff. Then you've got to play Osaka or Raducanu. So Bencic has also got a nightmare run to the final too. I mean, nobody's got it easy. If you want to point at one of the other players, Coco's got to play the winner of this. That's not easy either, right? And then Osaka and Raducanu, right? I mean, she won't play Raducanu because she never can because she's not allowed, but she'll play Osaka if she wins, right? Because she's not allowed to play Raducanu. But yeah, it's a tough draw. Bottom half of the draw is tough. And the top half of the draw is tough, but not because everybody up there is playing well. Besides Svitolina, Swiatek's had moments, but overall, like in the last month, everybody up the top half of the draw has had some bad losses and some really good wins. So it's like a bit of a roller coaster up the top. But down the bottom, super, super, super dangerous. I mean, to be honest, the whole draw is dangerous. You'd be better off playing maybe on the men's side. There's more unseeded players there. Now, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bencic. Can she use her experience to keep her cool? She also has tape on the back of her leg, Bencic. Bencic did take have a very tough match against Townsend in the previous round, but she's a lefty, so that at least gives her that little bit of advantage. Eala has got tape on her ankle. So the ankle is taped. So it's not nothing. The ankle is taped. Let's see how the movement is for Eala, because that's going to be the key. But the ankle is taped. And Bencic has got tape on her leg. So we're both walking in wounded here. I myself do not have any tape or injuries yet. So knock on wood, I'm good. Knock on wood, I'll be fine. And if I pull a hamstring while I'm calling this match, that's something. That'll be a first. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Winner plays Coco. One spot left. One spot left in the quarterfinals. All right. Doesn't seem like there's that as many people there yet. Again, I think they went out to get some food between matches. Eala's odds are lower than Bencic. Yeah, Bencic is the slight favorite. Very slight favorite. All right. Here we go. They're warming up their last couple shots. And then we will begin. Eala's tape on the elbow is preemptive, so maybe it's preventative on the ankle rather than true injury. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe just to not have that happen again. Maybe, yeah. I wonder if Eala wins this match and gets to the quarters, will she play Cincinnati? Like, that's a question. That is a real question, because she won't need to play Cincinnati, right? Like, she won't need to play Cincinnati, but will she play Cincy if she does do well here? You know? Speaking of, let's talk about ranking for a second. So Eala's ranking is currently number 20. If she wins tonight, she will be number 20. If she loses tonight, she'll be number 20. She has to probably. I mean, this is the thing, right? You get to the top 20, and then it's one at a time. Like you only get up 10 spots unless you win the slam. Alexandrova is ahead of her. So Alexandrova is keeping Eala at number 20. Eala has to probably make the final. Or maybe the semis. She'll go up a couple of spots if she makes the semis. But yeah, Eala is kind of stuck at number 20. That's what happens. You get in the top 20, then you've got to grind your way to the top. There is no quick, unless you win US Open, there's no way of going from like 20 to 3 unless you win a slam. But it's going to be a slow grind. Like Eala might go up one spot at a time. Maybe she goes up 2, goes down 1. Like it's going to be, that once you hit top 20, that's when you can't afford to have a bad loss, and you also have to consistently beat the best players. And challengers are not going to be worth playing because winning a 125 challenger is not going to change anything. They're not going to get any points for that. At least not. It's not going to change your ranking, right? I mean, she could have gone and played a challenger this week and won 120 points. Wouldn't have made a difference. Wouldn't have made a difference. She's better off playing the big tournaments, but then she has to beat the big names because they all play them as well, right? So this is where the ranking will. That's why when people are saying is she going to be top 10, it's a long way to the top. Like top 10 is a long way, and it's a slow process unless she wins a Grand Slam or makes the final. If she makes the final of the US Open, she might be able to be in the top 10. But just got to keep that in mind if you were wondering. All right, here we go. Bencic, Eala. Eala's going to serve. Bencic has spent 20 minutes extra on court, but they've both played some marathons this week. The last matches, they both played simultaneously, and they both had to grind through like a 2.5-hour match each. So, yeah, it's been a battle to get here. As Eala serves the back of Bencic, return goes in the front of Eala, and Eala hits a winner. Oh, no. Yes? Yes. It hit the baseline. 15 love. 15 love. What's the chat say? What's the score going to be? I went Eala in 3. But what do you think, chat? What do you think? What are you going with? Who are you picking? What's going on? Is it a 4 now from Eala to the back of Bencic? Bencic up a line. Eala gets it back. Bencic. Forehand goes to the front of Eala. And Eala hits another winner, I think. Yeah, 30 love. By the way, Eala, when it looks like it's out from Eala, it's not. It's always in. Like, Hawkeye knows. Like, I don't think Eala, like, if it's ever a 50-50, it's always in. Like, that ball was on the outside. Like, she finds the line every time, Eala. It's just, it's just her thing. Like, she knows how to hit the line every time. Like, the first 2 points here, she's hit the line both times. All right, 30 love. I tell you, if I'm Bencic, I'm trying to wear Eala out, if you can do that. Is that even possible? 400 backhand rally. As Bencic backhand goes wide, 40 love. I mean, Bencic's best chance is trying to bully Eala. I don't think outlasting Eala is possible. 40 love. As Eala serves. Into the front of Bencic. Return goes wide. And Eala takes the first game 1 love. How's the crowd? They're already flying the flag. They're there. All right, 1 love Eala. I'm scared for Eala. If her ankle, if this is a long match. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We'll keep an eye on her movements throughout the match. And Bencic's experience, she's going to make Eala play as much as she can. She should anyway. She shouldn't be giving, throwing points away. By the way, chat, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 318,000 subs. That's crazy. That is crazy. So thank you for that. Thank you to all the new people subscribing and hanging out. We already got 4,000 in the house, and we're 1 game down. So thank you. Also, we're almost at 1,000 likes as well. So don't forget to like the video. You might have thought you did because we've been streaming all day. This is our 5th match of the day. But make sure you like the stream as well, because then YouTube will be like, hey, people seem to like this. And they'll go, well, let's tell other people maybe. And they might, then more people come here and we get more and more fun times. As we get a backhand from Bencic. Eala with a slice. Bencic up a line is a winner. All right, Bencic's backhand is going to be key as well. Her backhand is the key. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Thank you for your service. No worries, Marie. Thank you for being here. All right, return goes to front of Bencic. Bencic hits an inside-out winner. And it's 30 love. Love how you do the coverage, Cam. No worries. All right, 30 love. Serve again. Down the tee. Eala in the net. 40 love. 40 love. 40 love. Serve again, Bencic. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As we get a return, goes out by Eala, and Bencic holds 1-1. 1 game all. All right, back to Eala. One game all. As Eala serves. And it's a fault. Second serve. As she double faults Eala. Now, remember, it's a right ankle. So being a lefty, every time she serves, she will be landing on that ankle. Or on that foot. So every time she serves, she will be putting weight on that foot. Like all her weight as she lands on that foot. So keep that in mind as this match goes on. There might be some hesitation to try and land on that foot if it's sore. So that means there might be a couple of errant serves, right? Again, we're going to monitor the ankle a lot because it's a big deal that it's strapped up. There's a forehand from Bencic on the stretch. Eala, forehand inside out to winner. 15-0. It's something that, if it wasn't strapped up, we wouldn't be talking about it. But the tape makes me think it's maybe a little bit worse than she was kind of telling us the other night that she might be like, you know what, it's actually a little bit, because you're not going to say, oh, my ankle is so bad, right? You're not going to tell that because then Bench is going to go, really? I'm going to make you run. Of course you're going to say, oh, it's all right, it's fine. The tape says it's not, but again, maybe it's preventative. Backhand goes in the front of Bencic. Backhand from Eala up the line. That's too good. 30-15. 30-15. Nice hitting from Eala. Again, changing directions, man. She can change directions so easily. All right, as the return goes in the front of Eala. Eala sprays it wide. 30-0. All right, Bencic wanting that early break point. All right, 30-0. As Eala serves a fault. Second serve. As that return is a winner by Bencic. And it's 30-40. 30-40. Break point for Bencic. No one's maybe because McNally didn't really return that big and Parks was a little bit erratic. No one's really punished Eala's serve much this week. As Eala hits a good serve out wide that time. All right, back to deuce. Or we get to deuce. Even last week, in Washington, it felt like there was like the big returners. I'm talking like Osaka and even Pegula to an extent. They weren't really punishing Eala's second serves as much as they needed to, right? They ended up losing. They had to do it. Let's see if Bencic can, if she does get a chance. Because Bencic can hit a great return. As Eala serves a fault, second serve. Second serve, Eala. Ooh, double fault. And maybe that's because she's a little nervous about the returns. You hit one good return and you get your server thinking, right? That's the best thing for Bencic to do here. If she hits a couple of good return winners off second serves, Eala might be a little nervous and might go for too many serves. Why is he wearing sunglasses at night? Chat, what does that mean? Why is that guy wearing sunglasses at night? It's pitch black. What are you wearing? Why are you wearing sunglasses? Maybe I mean, look, I wish I could wear sunglasses at night because I tell you, some of the lights outside are bright. My eyes hurt. And don't tell me that that he can't see because he was looking straight. He was looking straight around at everything. So as a return goes the forehand of Eala, backing now from Bencic is the other forehand. In the net. Oh no! Bencic breaks already. 2-1. 2-1. Oh, was that a famous person? Who was it? Was that a famous person? Was he from the 80s? Oh, so he's a time traveler. Ooh. Time traveler. Time traveler. We just spotted a time traveler. Holy shit. He did have a bit of an 80s vibe with that hair. Lights are too bright. The lights are bright. All right, 2-1. Bencic breaks. Straight away. It was Sean Penn. He did have a bit of a Sean Penn vibe. I'm not gonna lie. He looked a little Sean Penn, didn't he? He did look like Sean Penn a little bit. That's a good pickup. I was just thinking the same. Like he looks familiar. Sean Penn definitely had a Sean Penn vibe. All right, 2-1. 2-1. Yeah, Sean Penn, like from the 80s, obviously not now. Where are those Bencic double faults from the other day? She's saving them for a rainy day. 90 Sean Penn, yeah. Bencic floor is sneaky high. Don't sleep on her, exactly. Bencic keeps winning. Is he winning right now? Oh, he won the first at 6-4. Jeez, that was quick. That set went quick. That was a quick first set. I mean, they both hit serves, so maybe that's why. All right, Bencic. He's got tape on the back of her leg. And she is asking for, I think she's asking for the trainer. Or some scissors? Some scissors. And she's got tape all up her leg, Bencic. But it's annoying her, so she's just cutting it off. Yeah, Bencic is, the tape on the back of her leg is just annoying. So I think they're just getting rid of it. All right, let's see how Bencic serves. 2-1 Bencic with the break. All right, serve. Into the back end of Eala. Forehand from Bencic. Up the line. That's a great shot. Whew. Bencic is clean with that forehand. 15 love. 15 love. I'd say Bencic did change up her serving action as well, didn't she? Definitely has a different serving action these days. Doesn't have that traditional service action. She kind of sort of a little bit more like a Rafa-ish kind of serve. But not really. It's kind of like she brings her hands up and then she brings her arm up like this. She doesn't really bring her hands down together. She just kind of brings one arm up and then hits it. It's definitely a unique motion as we have a forehand cross court. The backhand of Eala, forehand from Bencic into the net, 15-0. 15-0. All right, serve again. Is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Ooh, double fault. All right. 15-30. Eala a chance to get back on serve straight away. Double fault from Bencic. 15-all. So 15-30. Hey, Maria. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome. As we just serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Crowd starting to clap already. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Good return. Bencic forehand of the stretch. Eala back up the line. Bencic slices it in the net. It's 15-40. We know Eala takes on Bencic's, or takes on everybody's second serve. And that was exactly what she did there. 15-40. Bencic in trouble. As we have serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes back to Bencic. And Bencic misses wide. And Eala gets the break back. 2-2. A little bit of a sloppy game. Good return on the last point, but sloppy game by Bencic. With a double fault. All right, 2-0. Eala with a little fist bump there. Nothing crazy. 2-2. 16 minutes played. All right, 2-0. There's a return from Bencic into the back of Eala. Bencic forehand into the slice of Eala. Bencic comes in and puts it away. Too good. I mean, Bencic power, man. She has got a power game. I tell you, she's very, very stern face today as well. She's very serious face from Bencic tonight. She's not making any noise. She knows how dangerous things can get. She's like, just 1 point at a time. Just keep winning points. Just keep swimming, chat. Just keep swimming. First serve, the fault, second serve. Just keep swimming. It's all good, chat. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Second serve. As a return from Bencic goes into the forehand of Eala, and Eala hits a winner. Yeah, Bencic didn't get onto that one. 15-0. Yeah, Bencic just hit that a little too central. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the back of Bencic. Return the forehand of Eala. Bencic wins a point. Eala overhits it. 15-30. All right, 15-30. How's the crowd affecting Bencic? It hasn't affected her at all. Serve. There's a fault. Jeez, that was close. That would have been a crazy good serve too. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Bencic. Oh, return goes wide, but she went for it, Bencic. She's on the attack. Man, that wasn't far off. That wasn't coming back had it landed in. Bencic sending a message like, your second serve is mine. 30-0. You better not miss that first serve. 30-0. As Eala serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. A lot of faults for Eala. She's adjusting. Well, yeah, it might be the foot. You know, the foot might be causing her a little bit discomfort, but also the fact that Bencic is a scary returner might be affecting her serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Bencic who hits a winner return. There we go. That's going to be it. She's going to stand and hit returns. Eala keeps poking her stomach as well. Eala keeps. I reckon maybe that's the problem. Has she got an abdominal strain? Because the last few points she's been poking. She's been poking her stomach. What's up? Serve to the back of Bencic. Good return, but Eala in the net. She had the whole court. Bencic breaks back, but maybe that's just discomfort. But I don't know. She's been poking her stomach. Bencic is getting retaped. because her leg, the tape on her leg was pissing her off. All right, Bencic breaks 3-2. 3-2. All right, 3-2. Bencic with the break again. Who's more sore? I'd say Eala definitely looks more fatigued and definitely looks like she's struggling physically more. Bencic just has tape on her leg, probably. I don't know if she had it in the last match, but maybe that's just a thing this week. But she doesn't look like drained. Eala looks like Eala's reactions are very like she looks very tired. And that's not an excuse. That's just she probably is fine. Well, she's probably not as tired as she is letting on, but Eala definitely has has more of like she looks a lot more exhausted than Bencic. All right. Yeah, maybe nervous, maybe. All right. By the way, to the guy insulting Bencic, calling someone's mother old with arthritis is a very weird insult. It's a weird thing to say. All right, fine now from Eala goes long, 15 love. Saying Bencic is old, Bencic's mum is old with arthritis is that's a silly comment. That doesn't make any sense. Like that's not very like that's what are you doing? Oh, come on now. All right, 15 love. All right, ace down the tee. 30 love. So Bencic got her leg wrapped up at the change of it. It wasn't a medical timeout because you can get treatment as long as it's in the allotted time. So she just got her leg rewrapped. You're saying that my mum has arthritis? I don't think she does. I think she's pretty healthy. She works out a lot, so I don't think my mum has arthritis. Are you telling me? Are you a doctor? Is that what, wait, hang on. Do I know you in real life? Wait, hang on. I haven't got a message. I don't think she does. 40 love. Serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Backhand of Bencic down the middle. Eala backhand to the forehand of Bencic. To the forehand of Eala is Bencic. Backhand. Again to the forehand of Eala. Bencic backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala. Eala goes up the line. Bencic can't get it. Oh, Bencic didn't run for that one. I think Bencic, her leg it might be a little problem. She really stopped on that one. Like she went to run and then she kind of like went, "Ooh, no, I'm gonna slow down." Yeah, that was a bit of a stop. 40-15. As the return goes back into Bencic. Eala goes in the front of Bencic as Eala back up the line. Bencic gets it back with a backhand win across court. And Bencic with a shake of the fist 4-2. Yeah, Bencic, that last point where she was running out wide, she kind of, like, she just had that. I mean, she did get a good wide forehand that time, so maybe she was being careful, but. All right. Bencic 4-2. Yeah, calling Bencic old is crazy, by the way. She's like 29. As it backing up the line from Eala, Bencic backhand cross court. Eala can't get it back. I mean, Bencic's backhand is so good. One of the best in the world. And it is forcing Eala to really stretch. Yeah, what a backhand. And she can hit it inside out as well. I mean, she can control the point with backhands all day long. her backhand is a monster. As a return, goes in the forehand of Eala. Bencic backhand into the net. $15. I stand by those comments. Her backhand is great. It's just not perfect, but it is very good overall. Like it is a net positive on the backhand. All right, 15-0. As we get a backhand from Bencic, goes wide. That was because Eala hit a good shot. Eala hit a good shot, and the backhand went wide. Right? 30-15. 30-15. There's been a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Bencic. Return the backhand of Eala. Bencic backhand, cross court. Goes wide. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's 3 in a row. Why are you missing the backhand? What are you doing? 40-15. Serve. There's a fault from Eala. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Bencic. Goes in the back of Eala. Bencic forehand. Into the back of Eala. Eala misses up the line. And it's 40-30. 40-30. All right, 40-30. As Eala serves again. How's the crowd? The crowd is there. They're making noise. 40-30. Then an ace. All right, Eala holds. It's 4-3. Bencic with the break. All right, chat. Where are we watching from? Welcome everybody who's come from other places. We had a sudden spike in viewership, and that usually means that you've been directed here. But hey, lucky you, because you could have been. You could have gone anywhere else on YouTube, but you end up here, and that's like you won the lottery. Trust me, you won the lottery by coming here. Trust me. All right, Birmingham in the house. We got Bali, Philippines, Morocco, Italy. Who else? Jamaica, Canada, New Zealand, Cambodia. We've got Texas in the house, Finland. We've got Montreal, Alberta, Cambodia, Toronto, London, Singapore, Minnesota, Wisconsin in the house. We've got Houston, American in for the Philippines. Nice. Saudi in the house. We've got Texas, Colombia, Qatar in the house, Calgary, Malaysia, Albania, Oregon. We've got Manila, Hong Kong. We've got Madrid, New York. Where else are we from? India in the house. Japan. Bolivia. Mexico. Brunei. Taiwan. Toronto. The Bay Area. All right, here we go. Bencic serving 4-3 with a break. Pardon me. All right, welcome everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to like the video. We're at 1,000 likes already. Nice. Can we get to 2? Do I have 2,000? 2,000? 2,000. Do we have 2,000? 2,000 likes. Do we have 2,000 likes, chat? Have we got it in us? As Eala hits a backhand return winner, it's 15 love. Love 15. And I'll tell you, Bencic is not wanting to move out wide on the forehand side if she can avoid it. She does not want to stretch that left leg. That was again, that was the same movement that she did in the other point where she went to move and then she's like, nah, I'm not doing it. Love 15. Love 15. There's a bit of let from Bencic. Serve into the backhand of Eala. Return goes back to Bencic. Eala with a forehand up the middle. It goes long, and it's 15-0. 15-0. Bencic serves again. Into the backhand of Eala. Bencic up the line to the forehand of Eala. Sliced. Bencic. Forehand again. Straight to Eala. Now Bencic is in trouble and Eala hits a winner. God, Bencic knew as soon as she hit it to Eala, she just went, oh, I'm going to lose the point here. 15-30. Nice shot from Eala. Yeah, Bencic just, as soon as she hit it, Eala just goes cross court and Bencic is like, yep, you got me. 15-30. Bencic serves again. Into the forehand of Eala, but it's a fault. Second serve. And the thing that Bencic doesn't have is she doesn't really have like a big serve. It's not like a big, weapon of a serve. Her weapons are the ground strokes, but Eala hits a punishing return, and it's 15-40. So she's not going to get too many free points and overpower Eala with her serve in this one. Like, it's not something that Bencic does. She doesn't serve you off the court. And right now, Bencic is in trouble again. 15-40. Break points for Eala. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return the back of Bencic. Eala. Forehand goes into the forehand of Bencic. To the back of Eala. Bencic forehand again. Into the Eala. Back up the line. And Eala just missed it wide. 30-40. 30-40. And that was going to be a winner. Bencic was not going to get that. That was for sure a winner. If it goes in, it's a winner. All right, 30-40. Still break point. She serves again, Bencic. Down the tee. Eala gets it back. Bencic, forehand cross court winner. That's a great shot. All right, deuce. Nice shot from Bencic. Now we get the deuce. All right, serve. Into the forehand of Eala, return it for tape. Bencic gets it back and hits it wide. Oh, no. Bencic had the shot. That's frustrating for Bencic. She hit this good serve too. And Eala has got another break point advantage to get back on serve. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Here we go. Second serve. You know Eala's going to hit a return up the line. That's a go-to shot. Serve. Double fault. She doesn't need to. All right, 4-all. Sloppy game from Bencic. All right, we're back on serve. 4 games all. 4 games all. All right. Back to Eala. As the return goes into the forehand of Eala. Eala in the net. Love 15. All right. Love 15. There's a bit of fault from Eala. Second serve. Second serve in the forehand of Bencic. Return is good. Eala gets it back. Bencic backhand up the line. Eala gets that back, but hits to the net. And Bencic gets a love 30. I'll tell you, this is definitely a returner's game. Both these ladies are returning very, very well and attacking serves. The serving has not been the best right now from either player. All right, back to Eala. The crowd's getting a little rowdy. Love 30. Serve into the back of Bencic. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Bencic gets us right with the forehand. As Eala backhand again to the forehand of Bencic. Eala backhand up the line. Bencic gets it back with her backhand, but overhits it. 15-30. 15-30. All right, serve again. Into the forehand of Bencic. Return goes into the forehand of Eala. Bencic wins the point. Eala hits it long. 15-40. It's been an ugly match by both. They're both making a lot of errors. They are both taped up. All right. Eala serves again. 15-40. Serve. Into the backhand of Bencic. Forehand from Eala. Into the slice of Bencic. Bencic hits it wide. All right. 30-40. Bencic is keeping her cool. She hasn't started chatting to anyone yet. She did have a little talk to the coach, but nothing crazy. Still break point for Bencic. 30-40. Yeah, this is definitely a tired-looking match. They both look very tired. Backhand return goes back into Eala. Bencic on the stretch. But Eala volleys a winner. And it's deuce. Nice work from Eala. Deuce. Now we're getting to deuce. First serve goes in, makes all the difference for Eala. All right, serve again. Into the forehand of Bencic. Return goes back to Eala. Bencic. Forehand again to the back of Eala. Bencic again with the forehand. Into the back of Eala. Bencic now with her backhand cross court. Eala gets back with the forehand. Bencic up the line, winner. I mean, that's what Bencic can do. That's Bencic. That's how she won a gold medal. Scoreboard. Yeah, there's a scoreboard on the screen. All right. Advantage. Bencic. Advantage Bencic. And a little fist bump as well from Bencic. She's feeling it. Great serve down the tee. Return goes in from Bencic. Eala forehand. Bencic gets us right with a lob. So smart. Such a smart shot by Bencic. She could have gone up the line for a power winner, but instead she decided to just hit a reflex lob. And Eala was not running back for that. Very smart play by Bencic. All right. 5-3. She breaks again. She's going to serve the set this time. All right. The score prediction was wrong. What are you talking about? All right. But as we've seen already a bunch of times, Bencic's serve is not unbreakable. She can be broken. And she has been broken twice already. If Bencic wins, I hope she can beat Gauff finally. I'm going to be honest. The winner of this match is going to be at a severe physical disadvantage against Coco. Because Coco is one of the fittest players on tour. If not the fittest player on tour. And doesn't have any injury or anything. She's coming in fresh. So whoever wins this match, with what the tape they've got on their leg or arm or wherever, they are going to go into that Gauff match severely under advantage, at a disadvantage, because of Gauff already being so physical and such a good athlete that these two ladies, they need to be in top shape to play Gauff, and if they're not, that's going to be a severe disadvantage because Gauff's going to make you run. And she's going to make you work for every point. So the winner of this playing Coco, you got to make sure that you got to get a miracle happen, right? You got to get that leg working, get the foot at work. Like, you can't be coming in on one leg against Gauff. Like, you have to be Sabalenka with a big serve or something. Like, how do you beat Gauff with one leg? Good luck. All right, Bench is going to serve the set. Bencic serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return the back to Bencic. Eala forehand to the stretch. Goes long. 15 love. That was a stupid shot. It was a defensive forehand. I mean, I don't know what you want from her. She was just trying to get it back. Now, 15 love. Serve again by Bencic. Into the back of Eala, return winner. God, that's so annoying if you were playing her. That would be so annoying. Like, you hit a decent serve and she just, like, slaps it back like it was absolute garbage. You're like, that was a good serve. 15-0. Serve. Is an ace. Great serve that time. Out wide. And it's 15. Oh, no, was it a let? Oh, it was a let. Oh, umpire, you ruined it. That was a great serve, and the umpire had to get involved. Anyways, serving again. It's 15-0. There's a replay. So it was a let. Serve again. Out wide. That's a great serve too, but Eala gets it back, and then Bencic puts it away. All right. She wins a point anyway. 30-15. It was a good serve for the second. She did the exact same thing, except Eala got it back. But it wasn't good enough from Eala. 30-15. As Bencic serves again. Bencic with a serve. Down the tee, the back of Eala, return. Goes long. 40-15. And Eala looks... Does she have any fight left in her? Like, she kind of looks a little bit like... I don't know. Like she's used all her fight throughout the week. The 2 weeks, right? She's gotten to this point. And she's kind of thinking, oh, man, this is tough. As we get a back and return, into the forehand Bencic. Eala backing up the line. That's a great shot. 40-30, there's some fight. She will fight. We know that. But she definitely has that look of like, here we go again. We got to play 3 sets. Definitely looks drained. All right, 40-30, Bencic to take the first set. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Bencic backhand up the line. As Eala slices it back, Bencic drive volley. And that's too good. All right, Eala hesitated on that shot as well. She hesitated to go running for that one. Bencic too strong in the end, and she takes the first 6-4. Physical first set too, 45 minutes, and it was there was a lot of scrambling for both players in there. They're both carrying some sort of injuries. Bencic with the hamstring, and Eala's got the ankle strapped, and she's had that elbow thing for weeks. Great set by Bencic. 14 winners, 3 errors. Whew, that's clean. That is a clean set by Bencic. Eala 13 winners, 11 errors. So yeah, very good set by Bencic. I didn't think Bencic was playing that well. Oh shit, Bencic is playing ridiculous. Like that is like one of the best sets of tennis you'll see for the week. What the hell? 3 errors? 14 winners, 3 errors. Okay, Alcaraz. Shit. That's crazy. No wonder Eala's looking tired. She's like, she can't miss. All right. I guess the good thing for Eala is that Bencic can't play better than that. I mean, that's the best set she'll be playing. And Bencic is going to make some errors eventually. Like, that's red hot start. So if Eala hangs around, maybe Bencic throws her a couple of shots. Because I don't think Bencic can play better. She can only get worse. So if Eala can hang around long enough, maybe she gets that chance. But that is phenomenal from Bencic. It didn't feel like Bencic was dominating like that stat sheet. Just wasn't serving great, Bencic, but holy. Yeah, Van der Zandschulp serving to take it to a third against Bencic. Eala should pull out a Cincy and rest up. I totally agree. Eala's form today is a far cry from the McNally match. Yeah, but she's also playing a player that's miles better than McNally. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know everyone was super impressed with the McNally match, and it was a great win. But it wasn't, it was against the number 60 in the world. Like, you know, in context, right? Great fight. But Eala, maybe I'm being harsh, but like Eala's top 20. If Eala was 50 in the world, beating McNally would have been a good win. But beating McNally now that she's 20 in the world, that's standard. She should be winning that. The way she fought was great, but also like, yeah, she should be beating top like players outside the top 50, right? And that's what I said. Things are going to change. Like 2 weeks ago, that would have been a fantastic win, and against somebody who was similar ranked. But now that she's top 20, that's a standard win. Like that's an expected win, you know. So, and Bencic is not McNally. Bencic is way more experienced and way better than McNally. So, you know. $15 love. Clearly, you're leaning towards Bencic. Okay. So Bencic is winning, so I'm telling you that she's winning, and you're saying I'm biased because I'm telling you what's happening. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Bencic is actually losing, and she's playing terrible. So do you want me to lie? You want me to lie? Okay. Forehand goes up the line to the forehand of Bencic. Bencic puts it away, but it wasn't that good. It was like on the line, and it was it wasn't. Look, Bencic hit a winner, but it was pretty average. even though it was really good. It looked, I mean, the replay makes it look probably better than it was. It was really like wrong footed. Nah, she didn't play. That was an average at best. That was average. An average great winner, average great. It was average. Is that better? You feel better? Feel better now? 15-0. You're excited when Bencic scores? Yeah, because she's the one who's winning the points. Eala's not winning points. So how do I get excited when Eala's not winning points? She double faulted. Bencic wins the point from a double fault, 15-30. When Eala starts hitting winners, don't worry, I'll start doing backflips. But as with a serve, into the back of the Bencic, forehand from Eala, it goes wide, and Eala sits back down on the ground, 15-40. Bencic with break points. This crowd has gone quiet. It is silent out there now. The crowd is so... They're like, oh, do we clap? Like, what do we do? They're so quiet. They're turning on cam. That's weird. That's a creepy thing to say. That's not happening at all. Anyways, return goes in the forehand of Eala. Back it. Strange thing to say. Backhand again to the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Bencic into the forehand of Eala. Bencic backhand again, the forehand of Eala. As we get a forehand from Bencic again, the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Bencic. Off the tape. Doesn't go in, and Eala survives 30-40. I'm married. It's just, I got a wife. So. All right. 30-40. Cam support for Eala's prime capitalism. Yeah, but you got blocked by Coco Gauff on Twitter. So, I mean, like, I don't know if I'm going to take your opinion seriously from now on. Coco Gauff blocked you on Twitter. So, I mean, really. I don't know if I don't think I'm the problem. As with a backhand in the net by Eala. There's the break. 1-love. Bro coming at me like it's a saint. You got blocked, bro. All right. 1-love. Setting a break. And Chad, if Eala loses this match, you know what happens. I'm deleting the chat. It ends today. If Eala's out, I'm not coming back tomorrow. Fuck that. No more streams. You know the drill. No Eala, no tennis. I don't care anymore. All right, setting a break. Bro, are you not tired? Bro, I'm really, yes, always tired. Always tired. By the way, that was a joke. We're coming back tomorrow. We got matches tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry, Chad. I would never abandon you. We've got some crazy good matches still to go. That was just a joke. That was a joke. It was a joke. We'll be back tomorrow to watch the quarterfinals. Some of the quarterfinals. They're going to be great. We've got Hodar Feast tomorrow, which is I'm so keen for that. So excited for that. And the return goes out by Eala, 15-love. And we've also got Swiatek Schneider, which I think is kind of interesting too. I think that's a tough match for Iga. And then, of course, the quarterfinal of the second day, which we have... who's playing? I don't know. Other players are playing? Oh, yeah, Raducanu Osaka. Woo! That's a good one. And the winner of this play is Coco, which we'll watch that too, whoever it is. 15-love. As the return goes out by Eala, 30-love. Fans are turning on Cam like usual. Again, I don't know why people are saying that. It's super inappropriate. It's very Rob, and you're a member. You know, but you should know better. That is it's super inappropriate. All right? I don't appreciate that. That is not what's happening. They're not doing that to me. As we had a forehand winner by Bencic, 40-love. I'm married, all right? Can we get our minds out of the gutters, chat? And just let's talk. Can we talk about tennis? For fuck's sake. Where's that guy that was complaining earlier? We need him back. Talk about the match. 40-love. As we have fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand, back into Eala. Good return. And Bencic, cross-court forehand winner! Woo! Bencic has bought her game. All right, setting a break. Jeez, what a shot by Bencic. Holy. All right. Back to Eala. Bencic with a set and a break. Cam loves Bencic. Who is this fucking guy? Like, you've never even been here. You've never even been here, bro. You just got here. Get the fucking guy out of here. This guy out of here. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Bian Carlo. That's you. I know your name. I can read your name. I see your channel. Love 15. 12 out of the last 15 points have gone to Bencic. As Eala serves. And we get a fault second serve. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Bencic. Great return, but Eala gets it back. Bencic forehand. Up the line winner. I love 30. Eala looks... She looks concerned. Love 30. Love 30. Thanks for all you do and your patience. Some fans are not real tennis fans. That's right. Thank you for the nice words. All right. As Bencic back in on the stretch. Goes in the back of Eala. Bencic with a forehand. And Eala back into the net. Bencic, love 40. To get the double break. Love 40. Eala looks like she wants this to end quickly. Yeah, she's looks like she's out of answers. Bencic, by the way, is kind of playing great. Like, she's kind of playing phenomenally. Like, Bencic, I didn't think Bencic was playing as well as the stats suggest in the first set. But she is playing, she's not missing. Eala's no free points for Eala tonight. Bencic has been ridiculously good. As we get a backhand return, the backhand of Eala down the middle to the forehand of Bencic. Eala backhand into the backhand of Bencic to the forehand of Eala. Bencic gets a double break. Eala hits along. And Eala's getting a little annoyed at herself. 3-love. 3-love. Bencic with a double break in the second. I'll tell you, credit to Bencic. Because she is... How many people were thinking like, oh, and I thought this too, right? I'll put my hand up and say, I thought this too. I thought Bencic might get a little bit like angsty with the crowd and get a little bit, annoyed. She has not shown any emotions, positive or negative, during this match. She has been so emotionally stable and not giving away, like not getting angry at the crowd because they've cheered her double faults and they've done all those things that, some players get frustrated by. She has not shown any of that. And that's the experience. We said that like if she's going to win, she can't afford to let the crowd get in her head. And the best way to quiet the crowd down is win. And she's winning, and you would think there's no one there. It's dead silent. The dinosaur's deflated, if it's even there. Like you would think there was no one here. It's quiet. And that's how you beat this crowd, by winning. They can't cheer if there's nothing to cheer for. So Bencic has played such a solid match. Also, her game has been just solid. And she's not getting annoyed at Eala hitting the shots she's hitting because, some players get annoyed at how Eala plays because her game is very, very awkward. But yeah, great work from Bencic. But she still needs to finish because we know Eala can come back from the dead. Bencic just won? I thought he was losing. So Bencic Shelton. Oh, okay. Okay. Bencic, Shelton. Let's go. We got some, like, despite no, like, you know, we don't have the big guys playing in Canada, none of the big boys. We got some great matches anyway. We got some great matches, chat. And Bencic Shelton is one of those. I'm so keen for that. All right. 3-love. 3-love Bencic. As the return goes to the back of Bencic. Forehand from Eala. Into the forehand of Bencic. Eala backhand. Into the forehand of Bencic up the line. And Bencic hits it on the line. 15-love. 15-love. By the way, chat, I'll tell you this. The amount of people that have just been holding their tongue for 2 weeks. God, your tongue must be like bloody and blue from biting it for the last 2 weeks. And now they're finally like, oh, it's terrible. And your tongue's all fucked up because you've been biting it for 2 weeks because you've had nothing to say about Eala because she's been winning. And now you're here to talk. Now you've found your voice. Now you're starting to speak. And it's really, really sad. But you know what I'm saying, chat. You can see it, chat. You can see it. You see it. Eala's been winning. They've been like, now that she's losing, they're like, finally, it's my time to shine. Shut up. Nobody cares. 15-0. Eala hits a winner and screams in your face. As Bencic good serve, 30-15. Like, they're just like, finally, I've waited 2 weeks for this. Sad. It is sad. 30-15. Don't take that shit, Eala fans. You fight back. As with a serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes short. Bencic backhand winner. Too good. 4-15. Relax, Cam. It's just a game. This is my life. Game? This is my life. Are you serious? What game? This is my life. This is it. I have nothing else. That's not true. I have a wife. She's just not here right now. She's busy, I think. Oh, she's at work. It's midday. It's Monday. She went to work. Yeah, she's at work, chat. Don't worry. It's fine. She definitely went to work. I'm pretty sure. All right, 40-15. Serving to the back of the Eala. Return is wide for the Bencic. Bencic flawless so far. Oh, yeah. Bencic has been perfect. Not giving Eala anything. Like, that's the thing. Not even like emotionally. Like, not even reacting to give Eala some, like, oh, you don't like that. You know, like, she has been, like, Bencic has been very, very, like, I don't know if we'll watch her play Gauff and she won't be like this. Like, she might play like this, but Bencic against Gauff will probably be a little bit more chatty. But she's like, today I'm not going to say a word. And that's exactly what she needed to do. I mean, she's played the perfect match, Bencic. All right, serving the back of Bencic. Return gets forehand of Eala. Bencic backhand. Into the back of Eala again, the forehand of Bencic. Eala forehand on the stretch. Bencic. Backhand again to the forehand of Eala. Bencic. Forehand again into the Eala backhand. Bencic on the stretch now. Into the back of Eala up the line. Bencic backhand into the net. And it's 15-love. 15-love. Ayan.
Let's go, Alex. All the best.
Well, let's see if she can fight back here. Super.
All the Eala haters in force tonight.
Yeah, they've been waiting for this moment. This is their time to shine. They've been waiting. They've been waiting. 15-love. As Eala serves. And the forehand return from Bencic, who's the winner. 15-all. 15-all. Now, Bencic versus Gauff is not a good matchup for Bencic. It hasn't been. Also, they've had some beef. Remember when Bencic told Gauff that she's too old for this shit and that, not to argue and have drama. Pretty sure that was against Gauff, right? Like a couple of, like last year. That goes out by Bencic 30-15. So there's a little bit of tension between those two. But they're not super friendly at times. I think it was her, was it? It was her, right? Shelton has a girlfriend. Yes, great observation. 4 in the net. Yeah, correct, he does. As that goes to the net from Eala. 30-0. Hey, Greenbird, thank you for the 45 months. As Eala in big trouble here. 30-0. And Eala just grabbing her other ankle now, her left ankle. I think her body's just reached its limit. As it a backhand from Eala in the net. And nothing's working now. 30-40. 30-40. Bencic to go to 5-love and finish this off. $30-40. Serve to the back of Bencic. Return goes to the front of Eala. Bencic gets it back into the front of Eala. And Eala hits it long. 5-love. Bencic will serve for the match. And she has been so stoic, Bencic, tonight. I'll tell you though, Eala, look, and I'm not, if anyone says I'm making an excuse, you can get stuffed. Everyone's already saying in the chat, great run. No, this doesn't take anything away from what Eala did. If anything, it's probably taught everybody, like, okay, her limit, where's her limit right now, physically? She played some tough matches in her first 2 matches. They were physical. The ankle aside, just energy and emotional drain. You got to think as well, she's had so much pressure on her this week. The crowd's been, she's had to like be the face of the tournament, right? I mean, even Fernandez wasn't getting as much love from the crowd, right? Canada have kind of, propped her up as the player to watch this week, even though there has been a lot of top 10 players still here, right? Sabalenka, Rebecca, all those players are here. She has been the face of this tournament for the first few days, and that comes with pressure too. So there's been a lot of that, and you can tell by tonight she just looks like it's all just like, okay, now I'm done. I need a rest. She hasn't had rest. Now, does she play Cincinnati? That is the next question, because if the ankle is strapped, you think, okay, it's not 100% healthy. Also, the elbow has the tape on it, the energy. Cincinnati starts at the end of the week. No, sorry, it's Cincinnati. She'll play Cincinnati on next week, on Saturday, probably. So does she play Cincy? I don't know. Does she need to play Cincinnati? Probably not. Not for her ranking, really, because she'll still be seated at the US either way. And remember, she is doing a lot of stuff before the US Open anyway. She's playing the mixed doubles and she's playing exhibitions. So does she really need to play Cincinnati when she has all those commitments before anyway? That's a question she'll have to figure out over the next few days. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, my ex-wife's back. Deb. All right. Eala and fans need a break too. Yeah, look, you guys need a chance to celebrate what she's been doing, because you didn't have a chance. She won Washington and then she played the next day. She played here and you didn't get a chance to actually celebrate, So you guys get a chance to have a celebration of how she's been. 15 love as we get a slice from Eala into the corner. Bencic. Bencic puts it away. 30 love. Bencic has been rock solid. She's been great. And she's going to have to play like this against Gauff, because she hasn't been able to beat Gauff. Gauff's been tough in that matchup. So, and this is the perfect for Bencic too. Having a 1 hour match, not a grueling match like the last one. This is exactly what Bencic kind of needed too for her chances against Coco. Like, she's putting herself in the best position. Now, remember, she won't play tomorrow. It'll be in 2 days' time. So she gets a day off tomorrow to deal with whatever her leg is giving her. But, yeah. All right, 30 love, 2 points away from the quarterfinals. And that'll be it. Quarterfinals set, men and women's. Serve into the back of Eala, return up the line to the back of Bencic. Eala, forehand goes long. Match points, 40 love for Belinda Bencic, whose experience have shone through tonight. 40 love. Social media managers around the world are panicking. Who do we talk about now? We should have been talking about Fonseca, but he lost as well. 40 love. As Bencic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return is a winner. She's going to go down swinging. 40-15. She will not go down without a fight, even if it seems impossible, right? She'll go down swinging. 40-15. Bencic to play Gauff in the quarters in a couple of days' time. Serve into the forehand is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes in the back of Bencic. Eala forehand on the stretch. Goes in the forehand of Bencic, and Bencic hits it out. 40-30. All right, match point number 3. 40-30. Some people are quick to belittle a hardworking athlete as if they could do any better. Oh yeah, but you got to remember that these people are probably don't have anything going for them, so this is all they've got. This is all they've got. Hurt people. 40-30. But don't let it rain on your parade. Serve in the back of Eala. Return goes in the forehand of Bencic. There's been a forehand from Eala in the back of Bencic. Forehand from Eala again. Bencic up the middle. Eala gets it back. Bencic forehand cross court. Eala gets it with a backhand winner. We knew this could happen. We knew Eala was going to make Bencic earn it, right? She was not going to give it away. We get to deuce. You knew that Bencic was going to have to hit a winner because Eala's not giving it up. She is stubborn. Deuce. Cam is sour? Yeah, I'm so sad. Wait, why am I sad? Wait, why am I sour? Hang on. All right, deuce. Kerry. Why are you being so mean? As the return goes into the backhand, but it's out by Eala. Advantage Bencic. Match point number 4. Chat, Kerry's bullying me. Why is somebody get Kerry? Kerry's bullying me. Stop bullying me. All right, advantage Bencic. Match point number 4. To play Gauff in the quarters. Bencic serves. Down the tee, the back of the Eala. Return goes in. Bencic forehand, cross-court winner. And a big shake of the fist from Bencic. She gets it done. And Eala's run ends at 7? 7 in a row. Now she can rest. Now she can recover. She can celebrate Washington a little bit more as well. Bencic is going to play Gauff. And she waves to the crowd. She gives them a wave and a bit of a smile. Bencic handled that very well tonight. Bencic handled that crowd very well. She didn't let that bother her at all. Too good. Too good. GG's. Nice work from Bencic. She's going to have to play like that and then some against Gauff, though, because Gauff is going to be real tough. And that's been real tough if you've seen their head-to-head. I reckon Bencic will be more emotional against Gauff. It's going to be hard for her to stay stoic. And that's the quarterfinals. Set. The Eala fans are still there. She's thanking them. GG's. But a fantastic couple of weeks. Will she play Cincy? That's the question we're gonna find out next. Should she play Cincy? That's a question we also have to ask, right? Should she have it more time off? I don't know. Get ready for the US Open. Does she need to play Cincy? I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, chat, you know what it is. That's it. Tournament over for me. I'm going on holiday. Call me when Eala plays again. I'm busy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out because we will be watching the quarterfinals tomorrow. There's 2 days of quarterfinals. We're going to watch the ladies' quarterfinals tomorrow, both of them, and the men's is also tomorrow, so we'll see what's up. And then also the day after that. So we've got 4 days left to Canada, and we'll go from there. Yeah, no Eala, no tennis. That's it. We're not. And if you are an Eala fan, and you're obviously going to be disappointed with this loss, but I do encourage you to come back and, stick around for the rest of the tournament. Watch a couple more matches. I know your favorite player's gone, but stick around. It's still fun. There's still plenty of fun tennis left to go, and you can cheer on some of Eala's friends, or at least some of the players that maybe you're a Gauff fan as well. So come watch her play. Come watch Gauff play Bencic. I don't think she needs to play Cincy. She has the confidence she needs for the US. I agree. I think Cincinnati might be pushing it physically a little bit, but she'll probably play. She's pretty stubborn like that. Is she playing doubles in Cincy? No, because Venus and Serena are playing, so she won't play doubles unless she plays with like Jovic or something. Yeah, come back and watch Bencic Gauff. That's a great match. Swiatek Schneider tomorrow is a great match. Watch who else playing? Osaka versus Raducanu is crazy. That definitely want to watch that. Shubham.
I might be wrong, but Eala's team really needs to think about the schedule of her matches, also to not play doubles in all tournaments, because the one time she didn't play doubles, she got the title.
Yeah, I don't know about doubles being that big of a problem, to be honest, but I think doubles has improved her game.
Love to see God mode Bencic. Eala really needs to rest and not play in Chinchi. Great cover-up like always, Cam.
No worries. Thank you, Casper Fandom, for the 10.
What was mark of the day for you?
What was match of the day? Great question. What was match of the day? Probably probably Raducanu's match, even though it was the worst match. It was the ugliest match of the day, but it was close. It was ugly, but it was close. So probably that. I mean, that was the only 3-setter we got today, right? Every other match was straight sets. So yeah, I'd say as much as I was saying how crappy that was, it was the only 3-setter, and it was dramatic. Double break comeback. It was a great comeback from Raducanu, even though that match was very bad quality at times. So that was probably match of the day. Probably, if I had to pick, it was the most interesting match that it was the most dramatic match of the day. Most of the other ones were pretty straightforward. Even though that match sucked, quality, it was bad quality, but it was more interesting than every other match. Shelton versus Fonseca was pretty good too, but if that goes 3, that's the match of the day. Goodbye forever. Oh, okay. You mean goodbye until next time you want to watch a tennis match and you want to keep up to date and you have to come here and because you have no choice? Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next time. Yeah, goodbye forever. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I'll see you in Cincinnati. I think that's what you meant to say. What's your Gauff Bencic prediction? I'm going Gauff. I have to go Gauff. The head-to-head and I mean, even physically, like Bencic played well tonight. She handled it really well and she got it done. But against Gauff, if you've got a leg injury, you're not, unless Gauff plays terrible, right? And that could happen. But I wouldn't be banking on Gauff playing bad. Alex will not play Cincy. She already withdrew. No, she didn't. Thanks, Campbell was good. Run from Alex. She needs the rest too. Yeah. Yeah, look. I don't need to tell you this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I mean, you should be super proud. Winning a 500 the way she did. Even making the fourth round here, right? She made the fourth round. Round of 16. The best 16 players make the round of 16. That's why it's called the round of 16. She's number 20 in the world. She went over what she's not 16 in the world, right? If she was top 8, this would be a requirement. But round of 16 at 1,000 again, she did earlier in the year too. She's had a phenomenal couple of months, and she's been great the last 2 weeks. But even she has her physical limits. But you should be proud, and you should celebrate. She's beaten a lot of good players over the last 2 weeks. And you didn't get a chance to celebrate because we had the tournament right after Washington. You didn't get a week to get excited. So now's the time you can celebrate that Washington win. You celebrate that win like you earned it, chap.
One loss doesn't define a player. Even Manny Pacquiao has lost, and he's still a legend. Rest up, Eala.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't think the Eala fans are jumping off the bandwagon. I think it's people that are not happy. When somebody says Eala hype train derailed, those are I feel bad for those people. I feel sad for them. Because they're hanging for they're waiting for something bad to happen so then they can celebrate. It's really sad that there's people like that. But that's what happens. The more popular you get, the more haters you get. So she's going to get more and more of those people because she's going to do so. It means she must be doing something right if she's getting haters. You know what I mean? So I don't think the Eala fans are jumping off the bandwagon. They're proud. Social media managers are sad. I'll tell you have no idea. Yep. The WTA social media managers are scrambling now. Well, fuck, who do we pick now? Who do we watch? Oh no, who do we watch now? Who do we cover now? I'm half kidding. Yeah, no worries, Deb. Thanks for joining. All good. Eala can now rest and recover and prepare for US Open. Exactly. At least Eala didn't get bageled 2 tournaments in a row and like the current world number 1. Okay, yeah, well, true. I mean, yeah. Raducanu might win this tournament. Nah, Raducanu didn't look good today. I think it's Gauff's tournament to lose. I think Gauff's the favorite. Coco should beat Bencic. It's a good matchup, head-to-head wise. And then Raducanu the way she's playing, or Osaka. I mean, Osaka's a tough one. Osaka might win the whole thing. She nearly won it last year. But I think Coco, I think Coco might have the easier road. Especially if Raducanu keeps playing that way. Osaka looked good today, though. So maybe, if she plays Osaka, if Gauff plays Osaka, that's really tricky. But top half of the draw, Svitolina's playing well. Swiatek's doing better this week. Schneider and Alexandra are up and down. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Gauff or Osaka feel like the two to beat. Do you think Eala should skip Toronto? You mean Cincy? Yeah, I think she should. There's no okay. Let's play this game because people are asking. Okay, so if she plays in Cincy, the only benefit of playing Cincinnati is ranking, right? And if she gets to number 16 or 7 or 15 in the world, it's a career high ranking. But it kind of does. She'll avoid the top plays until the 4th round. So so this is what you have to weigh up, right? what are the chances of her getting enough points, right? She's got to get 500 points, which is the semifinals of Cincy, right? I think, or the final. She has to make the final of Cincinnati to get enough ranking points, maybe not, because it might not be enough, to get to number 16, which means if you're number 16 seed at the US Open, it means you avoid playing against Sabalenka, Raducanu, all those big guns until the 4th round, right? But is she going to make the final of Cincy to avoid them until the 4th round? No, probably not, right? By the way, actually, no. Actually, I don't think I even... Wait, hang on. Did I miscalculate? Actually, no. She won't have to play them anyway until the 4th round because of the way the draw is structured. So, being number 20, she won't need to be in the top 16 anyway, right? As long as she's in the top 24, she will avoid the top 8 until the 4th round. So she might play Bencic in the 3rd round at the US Open. She might play Osaka. But where she's situated, she'll be fine. So again, there's no benefit, like ranking-wise. Had she have been like number 26, I'd say, yeah, she being number 24 is better. Because then you don't play Sabalenka in the 3rd round. But she's not going to play Sabalenka or any of those top players until the 4th round. She might play Anisimova in the 3rd round, but I mean, you can't really avoid that unless you go way up, unless you're top 8. But yeah, so again, there's no real, I don't think there's a real benefit besides, I guess, keep on winning matches. But ranking wise, I don't think it matters that much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think her ranking is in a great spot right now. There's no need, she doesn't need to play Cincy to change that. So I don't know. And if you've got any injuries before a Grand Slam, don't risk it. The only thing is, if she doesn't play Cincinnati, unless she's injured, right? So she's got an injury, so she can get away with that. But if she pulls out of Cincy, she might be like ineligible to win like bonus prize at the end of the season. Like that kind of, like Sinner just basically gave up as well. So I don't know if there's that reason, if there's a financial reason to play. But again, I don't think. I mean, look, what's the worst case, right? She plays, the ankle's worse than expected, and she makes it worse, right? I mean, the risk doesn't seem worth it. By the way, same goes for Bencic. If Bencic has got an injury now, why would you play injured in Cincy that close to the US Open? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, why? Like, there's no need to risk it. She's in form. She's confident. Get healthy, play the US Open. That's the point of these matches, right? She's top 20. I mean, like, again, there doesn't seem like a reason to play. It seems like it's a big risk. It's a risk to play. And I said the same thing for Bencic, right? Bencic with a leg injury, she'll probably pull out of Cincy because she's experienced enough to know that it's not worth risking playing. Like, why would you risk pulling out of the US Open? Why would you risk that? So, but I said that last week about Canada, and she played anyway. So, she played Canada, I think, because of the Filipino crowd. I think she did it out of like a bit more of a. Whereas Cincinnati, I don't know what the Cincinnati crowds are going to be like for her, but I think this week it was more like she played to continue her form, but I think she probably played because she didn't want to let down the fans. Next week in Cincy, I don't know if the fans are going to be the same, so probably not. She's not letting as many people down, maybe. Also, they really threw her under the bus by putting her on center court straight away and was like, yeah, you're playing. So, oh, okay, I guess I'm playing. Anyways, we'll find out. We'll talk about that in the next couple of days. Any more questions about what's going on now, from now on? Because the quarterfinals are set. Bencic loves this court. Check out her run the year she won it. Yeah, I mean, there you go. She already won this tournament, Bencic, so she loves it. Even though she has got the leg issue. Gauff just recently beat Bencic at Wimbledon. Yep. If she plays for the fans, she might retire early. This is just a one-time thing. Don't worry about it. Only reason to gain... Because by the way, next year it's in Montreal. So she won't play for the fans next year because they're not in Toronto. I'm sure they'll travel, but, different city. Only reason is to gain more experience for other play styles. Yeah, but she's got so much of that. I don't think she needs to. Can't use tired excuse for Eala. Everyone is tired this time of year. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm still here. I'll be tired tomorrow, but I'll still show up, I guess. Yeah. When they say tired, they're not saying like, oh, it's been so long, such a long year. There's like, you can tell the difference between someone who's played a lot of tennis lately and somebody who's like had a long year. Like you can tell that she. Like, Gauff didn't look tired today. She's played just as... she's played a lot. I mean, even Svitolina didn't look tired the other day. She's played a lot. It's more just... Eala looks tired because she's played so many matches in a row lately. She's played so much tennis over the last 2 weeks. More tennis than anybody else. She's played the most tennis in the last 2 weeks. So saying that she was tired is not an excuse. It's a fair assessment. Saying she lost because she was tired is a reason, not an excuse. Another reason is that Bencic played amazing. Like, that's also a reason. Right? Who do you want to win the men's side? Shelton. I want him to go back to back. Shelton or Feast or Hodar or Menchik. Or Tien. One of those guys. I think that would be a great, like getting one of the young guys to win. But I'll go Shelton. I'll back Shelton to go back to back would be awesome for Shelton. Hodar would be great, yeah. Yeah, Menchik winning would be cool too. She should skip. She skipped Cincy last year. Hope she plays this year. West Coast people will definitely support. Yeah, Cincinnati's not on the West Coast. Cincinnati's on the in the middle, Midwest, isn't it? Is that where or is it in the North? Why didn't I pursue a tennis career? I did, but man, if I just had won that last match, I was. You don't even know, man. 5-love in the third, and my knee gave out. If I win that match, I qualify for the qualifying of the qualies of the Oz Open. God, but then my knee said no. And then I never... It's so close. Oh, man. So close. Oh, the Midwest. Okay. The Midwest. It's okay. A few hours from Toronto. Yeah, it's not that far. Fonseca lost. He sure did. He sure did. Sliding doors. Oh, man. Don't even get me started. Can Belinda win the whole thing is the question. I hope so. The next match against Gauff is going to be so tough. I'm going to say no. I don't think she will. But if she can beat Gauff, maybe I'll change my mind. But I think the Gauff match's going to be too much. I think it's going to be too much physically for her. Too much. Man, Sam, I don't think you've been here for 2 weeks, mate. I don't think we've seen you since Wimbledon. Why were you just waiting around for Eala to lose? Like, come on now. Come on now. Come on. I thought you were better than that. No worries. See you later, Dutchie. Yeah, Raducanu's out of everything for now. She's got a moon boot on her foot because of the foot problem. It's 1 o'clock. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm not going to bed. What's going on? Also, I get like a long sleep tomorrow because the matches start late tomorrow. So I don't even have to go to bed. I don't even have to go to bed early today. Raducanu has a level 4 stress fracture in her shin. Holy shit. That is terrible. That is bad. That is super, super sketchy. Any word on Victoria and Boko? I haven't heard anything. I saw her during the week at the tournament, like in I didn't see her, I'm not there, but you know what I mean? Like she was there. She was there. I don't know. I didn't see her like limping around or anything. She was just kind of sitting in a chair talking the whole time. So I didn't get to see if anything was up, but she isn't training. So that's not good, but maybe she's just resting so she doesn't get surgery on the knee. So she just rather like, they just kind of take the rest approach rather than and hope it heals rather than surgery. I don't know. Seems, but there's been no update. So I don't know. She hasn't been playing. Like she hasn't been training as far as I know. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. There's been no update. She's silently pulling out of tournaments, you know, without really a major announcement. But she's like, you know, she's not playing the US Open. She's not playing Cincinnati, right? She's not playing any of the tournaments coming up. But it hasn't been any update on what's wrong or why, like how bad is it? So I don't know what to think of what's going on with Mboko. Yeah, I don't know. At least we know that there is no conspiracy to make Eala win. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Like, what was it? Who made that up? What conspiracy? That's funny. Alex's gas, just rest up and recover? Yeah, for sure. Did Bencic say anything interesting after the match? I didn't hear her. Sorry. Yeah, Sabalenka lost. Yep. She sure did. Palini has a foot problem, I think, as well. But she has a foot injury, so that's a bit sketchy as well for her. So no update on her. She pulled out of Cincy. That's the update. She's not playing next week. So yeah, I don't have any update. I think Vicky's knee is busted. Yeah, she's out of Cincy. And I think she might be out of the US Open as well. Bencic thanked the crowd. Did they applaud? Yeah, well, that's always nice to thank the crowd. It's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. Pegula and Eala already both lost coming from DC. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Should Alex skip doubles matches and just focus on singles? She didn't lose today because she played doubles. All right? I don't want people to. I feel like people are using that as that is such a bad excuse. Like if you're gonna talk like that's such a bad take to be like, oh well, it's because of the double. Like she played one doubles match, and doubles is half a court. Like you're not playing that much. Now if she had rolled her ankle in the doubles, would be a totally different situation. But I just keep seeing people be like, well, she shouldn't play doubles. No, she shouldn't have won Washington. That's Washington took it out of her, not the doubles. The doubles had nothing to do with it. If she didn't play the doubles, it wouldn't have made any difference. She still would have been tired. It still would have been rolled the ankle. You know, all of that shit would have still happened. The doubles only was like an extra match. But it was also with Venus, who's a legend, and it also wasn't that crazy. It was a pretty quick match. It was only like an hour. So yeah, the doubles isn't the problem. Also, if she doesn't play doubles, then her game wouldn't be where it's at now. Because she's able to volley much better. She's like happy to approach the net, and like the doubles has improved her game. So why wouldn't she keep playing that to try and keep those weapons sharp, the volleys, all that kind of stuff. That's improved her game. So like getting rid of the doubles doesn't make any sense it's not that taxing. That wasn't why she lost. It's not why she's exhausted. Right? This is the first time people have said, oh, the doubles. She's played lots of doubles. No one said that before. Like, oh, she played Wimbledon doubles. She shouldn't have done that. Or she played doubles in Bad on Berg. Oh, she shouldn't have done that. It's only this week because she looks tired because she's played 7 matches in a row in like 10 days, which she's never done before. She's never played this many matches in this many days. That's why she looked tired, not because of the Venus doubles. And if she doesn't play doubles, it could make her game worse by not using volleys enough. She keeps herself sharp by playing doubles. So the doubles is not why she lost. It's not the reason she's tired. Does it help playing extra matches? No, it doesn't. But it's not that big of a deal. Like playing the doubles was not that big of an issue. So let's stop blaming the doubles. Because there's been tournaments that she didn't play doubles and she lost. First round. So doubles is not the doubles was not the problem. Winning Washington was the problem. Playing Canada after winning Washington was the problem. Had she have not played this tournament and played Cincy, different issue. Like playing a lot of tennis was the problem. Winning a lot of matches, she was her own worst enemy by winning too much. She was winning too much. She has played too much tennis this year. I'll tell you, the challengers she's not going to play challenges. Like if the challengers need to go. She needs to stop playing those. And she won't play those now because they're beneath her, but or at least they're beneath her current form. But yeah, the challenges are a bigger issue. Playing doubles is not a big issue. Playing challenges events, she needs to stop doing that now because she doesn't need to. Like that's because she's played a couple of challenger events. Maybe played the Philippines one, obviously, but like when she played Birmingham, I think she played a challenger event during the Australian Open. So yeah, needs to stop that. Oh wait, no, that was the Philippines one. She needs to stop playing challenges because they're not worth enough points for her to play them now. Unless she needs form, but she doesn't. Eala fans are becoming conditioning experts all of a sudden? What do you mean? I wonder if people understand that Eala's success comes with a price. She'll have to defend all these points next year. Yeah. And that will, when we get to, June next year? That'll be a thing. Yeah. I think they like, and look, new fans don't know that that there could be a bit of a next year could be tough, but that's part of the game. I mean, look at Anisimova having a tough year this year after a fantastic year last year. Same with Mboko, right? Injuries happened, right? Mboko is struggling physically more this year. Navarra had that problem last year, right? She had a fantastic 24 and then she struggled in 25. So, yeah, I mean, the Eala fans, there's no point in like worrying about that now, though. It's like 8 months away, 10 months away. Like it's almost a year away to worry about that stuff. But we will talk about that when we get to like May or June next year about Eala's like points to defend. Some players play back-to-back tournaments and still win. Davenport won all the hard court tournaments in a row and still won the US Open. Yeah, but also like at what age? Like was Davenport 21? Like, was Davenport... I'm sure Davenport did that when she was a seasoned player. That she's played, and she had played a lot before. Eala's only 21. This is her second full year, right? And again, I feel like I'm just being a fucking apologist for it. But it's not... But, like, the people that are, like, coming in and bashing her for... Like, that's such a silly comparison. Like, how can you compare a Lindsay Davenport, who probably had played multiple seasons at that point, to go on a run? Oh, well, she did it like that. Yeah, but also, like, Eala's, this is her first, her first big win. So emotionally, there's going to be a letdown. You would expect, because you win a big trophy and then, you know, whatever. But it's also like her second season on the WTA. So, like, why would you compare it to Davenport going on a run back to back to back? Like, come on. I mean, look, you can dislike Eala and you can get all, you know, you can clutch your pearls over the, you know, the hype around her, but holy shit, at least be fair with your assessment. Shit, mate. I mean, yeah, and then not even Davenport's game, totally different, but yeah, whatever. Look, and again, it feels like I'm being an Eala, like, you know, I'm trying to justify the loss, which I don't need to do. But anybody comes in and bashes any player, we're going to defend them. Like, it's such an unfair thing. Like, come on. Even the Wimbledon champion lost. I know, right? Even I mean, she lost first round or first match. Talking about Davenport, Sabalenka just moved above her in the number one rankings weeks chart. Oh, really? Wow. Not 10th, now 10th most weeks. Really? God, Sabalenka, I mean, oh, God, it sucks that Sabalenka doesn't have, like, 8 slams. We would be talking about Sabalenka in such a different way had she have got the slams. Oh, man, Sabalenka we could have been watching, like, you know, a European version of those great Americans of the 2000s, you know, like a Davenport, right? I mean, if she had the amount of slams that she should have, if you look back at all the ones that she didn't win because she, you know, had the Australian Open finals, right, last year, and the, you know, all the, you know, French Open, whatever, you know. But man, Sabalenka, her career is tracking. I mean, she's already a Hall of Famer, but she is, like, if she just had a couple more slams, we'd be talking about her totally different. Totally different. The terrible audience attitude makes her loss more appealing. Oh my God. Pearl clutching at its best, mate. They did it again. They cheer the double fault. Not the double fault. Stop being so mean. Now, it is a little bit sad. Terrible audience, yeah. Well, they paid a lot of money, so the tournament don't care. They paid the tickets, so you gotta, you know what? If you don't like the you gotta buy the tickets and go to the matches instead of them. So stop them from going by you buying the tickets. That's what you need to do. If you're not happy with the audience, you buy all the tickets so then they can't go and then you don't have to hear them. You buy all the tickets. Eala will play well at the Asian Swing. Yeah. I mean, she should be playing that, right? I mean, she would definitely be playing the 1000s, but Alex is human. She needs a proper rest. Yeah, celebrate her wins. Exactly. All right. So, what are we doing tomorrow? I'm going to make videos too. I'm going to make fucking videos about previews about matches. We got some crazy matches coming up. You also look tired, Cam? I'll be honest. When I worked out how many hours of streaming I've done this week, in the last 2 weeks I've streamed, by the way. This is only being live. I've been live for 100 hours in the last 2 weeks. Over 100 hours I've been sitting in this chair talking to you guys for 100 hours in the last 2 weeks. I'm exhausted, but that doesn't include all the editing and all the behind the scenes stuff that I have to do to set up these streams, right? Because these streams don't set themselves up. I've got to set them up. I've got to make videos. I've got to edit all that shit. So it's probably been more like 120 hours, right, over the last 2 weeks. Obviously, we're not done. We've got tomorrow, and we're going to keep watching matches. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, that makes sense why I'm like really, really exhausted. That makes sense why I feel like my patience is like wearing so thin. Not to mention, I mean, sleeping like absolute shit. And sleeping like 4 hours, 5 hours a night, or 6 hours if I'm lucky. And that doesn't help. But at least tomorrow I'll be ready to go because I'll get like 9 hours, hopefully. So I am tired. You are correct. I'm fried. But we got to work. We got plenty. I mean, there's no time to rest. We rest at the end, not in the middle. So job's not done. Kobe, job's not done. We'll be back again tomorrow. Do it all again. Like a real job. Yeah, but more than a real job, because at a real job you get to leave and somebody else can pick up the slack and you can call in sick. I can't do any of that. Now I'm just trying to find the schedule for tomorrow so I can tell you what we're doing. Oh, God. Oh, there it is. So tomorrow night we've got Hodar Feast, Dartari versus Nakashima. That's on the men's side. On the women's side, we've got Swiatek versus Schneider tomorrow night, local time. And what's the other one? Oh, Svitolina Alexandrova. So we'll be watching that, those, and going from there. Be a big night. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we've got Osaka Raducanu. We've got Bencic Gauff, great matches. And then Shelton Mencic and Tien Merida. So a bit of a weird one, that one. But yeah, we've got some crazy matches over the next couple of days. And then the semis in the final. And then we also got to go to Cincy, which starts straight after. Actually, no, it starts at the same time. Cincinnati starts when we watch the final of Canada. I mean, we don't even get like a day off. We don't even get like to breathe because it's just like, oh, we got to watch Cincy now because Cincy starts at the same time as Canada ends. So no end. It doesn't end. So that's what we're doing. So we'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. Thanks again for the love. Congrats. Still our Alex for a good run. Rest, recuperate. That's it. And go celebrate the elephants. I mean, come back and watch more tennis, and don't be a stranger. Don't just disappear because, Eala is out. But go celebrate. You earned it.
Hype train will return.
Yeah, it will. I don't think it's derailed. It's just slowed down. Well, I don't even think it's slowed down, to be honest. I don't even think it's slowed down. That's wishful thinking. If you think she loses to Bencic and everything stops. No. It's on pause until next week. But good win by Bencic. 6-4, 6-love. She gets it done, and she is into the quarterfinals. She's going to play Coco Gauff in a couple of days' time. Eala will go to Cincinnati at this stage, but we'll wait and see. If there's any news about it over the next few days, I'll let you know. If Eala doesn't play in Cincy, I will tell you. All right? After Dutchie tells me. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for another big day. Quarterfinals was halfway through. We're finally halfway through. Bencic wins, straight sets. I'll see you tomorrow.